Hey guys! So I'm finally doing my Q&A video, so I hope you guys like it. It's my first YouTube edited video that wasn't a stream, so we'll see how this goes. So I'm just gonna go down the comments list and just answer as many of them as I can. And yeah, so the first question is, who's my main? So I'm assuming that means on Overwatch. So on Overwatch, it's a little weird. A lot of the times I'll just fill and play whatever kind of position, I guess, that we don't have on the team yet. But this particular season, competitive season, I've been playing Mercy as a main. Yeah, I don't know. I like her rework a lot. I guess there's something to miss about the 5-man res, but I feel like it makes more sense to have like one res every now and again. My current rank on Overwatch is Platinum. Went on a bit of a losing streak, so I'm drifting farther away from Diamond, but if I'm lucky and I play enough, I will make it to Diamond, hopefully. I feel like we can do this. Me and Milking Pandas. She's really good. I decided to throw an Overwatch competitive game just because I honestly don't think that I have. I've been in a lot of games where other people have, absolutely, but I haven't actually thrown one myself, at least knowingly. Maybe I've accidentally done it. But yeah, usually I'm just like, I fucking want to win so bad, so I do everything in my power to make up for things. And since I'm a fill character a lot, if someone takes who I usually play, there's usually like 4 or 5 other characters that I can play for comp. So I'm not one of those like, oh god, he took soldier, so I'm gonna throw as a tech torb, which, you know what, if there's a tech torbs out there, I've seen it done. It's savage. I'm just saying. What is my opinion thus far on Moira? Well, haven't played her yet, but she seems super badass, and I'm so hyped because I feel like the supports are a little neglected. Like, Symmetra, not really support, more like defense. And so realistically, there's only like, there's Mercy, Lucio, Ana, Zen. And I mean, Mercy is so, I don't know, without her, if the other team has a Mercy, it's kind of a bitch and a half to beat her without one, I guess. So it'll be nice to have another like really strong support hero. So I'm hyped about that. I'm very excited. Way more excited. Doomfist can suck it. He kills me a lot. Internally and externally. Okay, the next one. How long have I been gaming for? So I am now 22, and I think I got my first console maybe in like 3rd grade, and it was a Nintendo DS, or not a DS. It was a Game Boy Advance, and I used to go over every weekend to my friend's house, and we would play Neopets and Pokemon together, and it was great. And we had this little disc that she would put in her computer, and we could make Pokemon on the computer and give them Pokerus and make them shiny and like all this crazy stuff. And then we could like download it back to our Game Boys. It was dope. But anyways, off topic. I have been gaming for a while. Probably like, if I had to count it out, more than 10 years. I think the math adds up on that. But yeah, my first bigger console I got was the Xbox original. Loved it. Loved everything about it. If you guys have watched any of my kind of like retro streams, I really loved Jade Empire, and I really liked KOTOR, which, if you're not familiar with it, it's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and they have a second one, Knights of the Old Republic 2. And yeah, besides that, man, I was all about Star Wars Battlefront. I really liked. They had a SpongeBob the movie game, and it was so fun, and it's weirdly hard. And Tack was really fun. Back then, the game that literally scared the poo-poo out of me was Terminator, because the little robots, they would like come back to life, and it freaked me out. I couldn't play it. I barely played that game. Oh, good times. So, hi, Hinky. My first was my Game Boy Advance. Then I got an Xbox Original. Then I got a PS2. I got a Game Boy Advance. I've had a Wii. We got Xbox 360 was my longest used and loved console. And then now I have my Xbox One. And I'm hoping at some point to be able to afford a PS4 so I can kind of play some of those sweet exclusives you guys have been getting. But yeah, so before I even got my first console myself, my best friends growing up in the neighborhood were these two boys, and of course they had everything. So even though I didn't own it myself, I gamed a lot with them at their house on their consoles until my parents finally broke down and were like, okay, this bitch is serious. So the first game that I ever played that made my eyes light up and love gaming. I really, really loved Pokemon. That was like kind of like my transitional game. I really still like Pokemon a lot. I just don't have a 3DS or whatever the latest handheld is that supports the new games. So I stopped at, I think Black and White was my last Pokemon game that I beat and finished. But the one that really made my eyes light up, I guess, I seriously cannot tell you guys enough. I freaking loved Jade Empire. That was my favorite. I still love it. I think it was ahead of its time. It was a great one. If you guys haven't had a chance to play it, it's on Steam. Or if you're lame-o like me and you have a Mac, it's on the App Store. So you can try it. It's really sick. If you want to see gameplay, I have I think I have 2 videos on my YouTube channel and on Twitch of me playing it. So I would highly recommend it. So am I getting the new Xbox One X? I don't think so. A, broke college student. B, 2. I don't have a TV that supports 4K, so I feel like that's just kind of a waste. And if I don't have money for the Xbox, I'm not gonna have dogs are going crazy in the background. But yeah, if I don't have money for the Xbox, I don't think that I'm gonna have money for a 4K TV. So that's kind of my logic there. Who are my main 2 characters in Rainbow Six? Okay, well, I still suck at Rainbow Six. But the people that I try to be good at, I really like Fuse, even though I've sometimes accidentally killed some of my teammates. That's only happened like a few times, to be fair, alright? And I know all you pro Rainbow Sixers out there have gone through a phase of being absolute crap at that game. Mine's just a very long phase. But I really like Fuse. I just bought Ella. I like Ella. I like her gun. I like her little trap things. I think aside from Ella, the defense that I used to play was... don't remember. I think I played Rook a lot. Rook, Thermite, Ella, Fuse were like my 4. Have I heard of Paladins? I have heard of Paladins. Actually, one of my good friends on Instagram, Shiki, she plays it. She likes it. I just know that it's really, really similar to Overwatch and a little less popular, so I've been doing Overwatch 1. Ignore that. But so next question for me is, why did you decide to become a content creator? What or who inspired you? So it was kind of like a 2-part thing, I guess. The first thing was I followed a few accounts. I followed Melanie Mac and I followed ms.deathbat. I don't know if any of you guys know her. She's awesome. Check out her Instagram if you haven't already. But I followed them, and I was just really kind of, I guess, inspired by all these other girls who gamed and like put it out there and were fucking proud of it and embraced it. And I was like, dude, I'm sitting here for like 10 hours a day on my Xbox, and no one even knows I play Xbox. I think everyone assumes that I don't, and that was annoying to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna freaking do this. I'm gonna embrace it, and I'm gonna share it with everybody. And the other part was, I guess, that it was a personal thing for me, just being annoyed. And also, I just really wanted to meet other girls who gamed because, as you guys probably know, gaming's pretty male. Well, it's getting less, but it's pretty male dominated. And I mean, I don't mind playing with guys. Most of my friends are dudes, but it's nice to have other girls that share similar interests rather than, I don't know. I honestly don't know what other girls do that don't game. That seems like a lot of spare time that I'd be bored. Anyways, yeah, basically I followed some accounts that I really was into, and I personally just wanted to embrace my inner gamer. Another great question. What is my favorite book? It's been the same for a really long time. It's actually a series. It's really good. The first one's called The Naming, if any of you guys want to read it. I think there's like 4 in the series. One of them's the singing, I think. Maybe one's the crow, one's the calling. Honestly, I could be so wrong about that because I just read them and I haven't paid attention to the name in a while. But I know the first one is The Naming, first one in the series. Gosh, they're really good. They're a pretty easy read, but every time I read them, they're still so good. And I always notice new things, and I always like cry at the end. It's so good. Basically, synopsis is there's like this girl, and she's a slave type thing. It's like a fantasy book, by the way. And she ends up like escaping, and she has this crazy adventure, and it turns out she's like, I don't want to ruin it, but it's really good, so you guys should read it and tell me what you think on Instagram or in the comments, wherever really. Just let me know. Read it and let me know. Next question. What is your favorite Call of Duty ever? Huh. I'm gonna have to think pretty long and hard. Just kidding! My favorite Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 2. No question. And I hope, if you guys hear me out there, I really, really, really want them to release it for Xbox One, but not change a damn thing. Like, maybe just, like, revamp the graphics just a hair, but, like, I want all that ridiculous commando knifing. I want the noob tubes at the spawn. I want, like, the ridiculous across-the-map throwing knife before you've, like... I want it all. I loved that. I loved everything about it. I loved the cheapness about it. I loved all the maps, everything. Like, how can you not love Terminal? Terminal. Even, wait, I don't know. Even, like, the ones I hated, like Derail, were still, like, equal to better to a lot of the new maps. So, just food for thought, you know. I hate that they still haven't backward cross, whatever, made it work. Made it work on Xbox One. Hurts my feelings. The top 5 worst games you've played. It's a hard one, honestly, because I feel like normally a lot of the games I buy, I research the heck out of in order to make sure I'm not wasting the very little money that I have. And as a kid, that was no different. But worst games I've ever played. I'm about to think about that. Can I say Black Ops 3? Fucking hate that game. Infinite Warfare was a horrible game. Very much regret buying that. In fact, if anybody wants to buy it off of me, I still have it collecting dust in my closet. But didn't like that one. I had a lot of games on DS that I hated, but they were like really dumb, like girl games, like how fast can you cook this? And I was like, bad game. Didn't like it. So yeah, most of them were like gift games, I guess, games that like family bought me since I'm a girl. Those are bad. Didn't like those. But I don't have like a specific top 5, I guess. Most of my games I really like. Right, next question. From all my games, which one do I consider myself the best at or in? Lately, Overwatch. I feel like that's the game I always go to when I want to feel good about my gaming abilities. I mean, otherwise, I feel like I'm pretty good at like Skyrim and Witcher, but I don't know how you like really gauge your talent in that besides completion ability, which I finished Witcher literally in like 2.5 weeks. I feel like I just slept, and bled Witcher. But yeah, most gamers love, but you hate. I feel like a lot of you guys, I'm gonna get some hate in the comments on this one. But I'm gonna be honest. I feel like a lot of you guys really love Borderlands. Raise your hand if you love Borderlands. Yeah. I am not a fan. And it's gonna sound really, really lame, but it's my reason. So I dislike strongly the graphics. In fact, they give me a headache. And I feel like I'm like the only one out there, man. Only Borderlands not lover. So there it is. The secret's out. The secret's out. Answer this one because I friggin' love Taco Bell. Tacos. But I have never tried the naked egg taco. I actually am very in a rut. I have literally only ordered the same exact, like, 2. I've had 3 things there, and I always order the same 2 since literally 4th grade. I have never expanded. So I order always, ready for this? I get a tostada, but it's only got beans, lettuce, cheese, and sometimes tomatoes on it, and that's it. And I order like 5 of those because that's like my filler, my cheap filler. And then I get 1 Crunchwrap Supreme, and I sub the meat for beans. And that's literally the same damn thing I've always gotten. The only thing that's changed is I think in like high school I tried the Crunchwrap Supreme, and I fell in love with that. And before that, it was literally only tostadas in that exact manner. No salsa. None of that. I really like this question. If you could choose any game character to come to life and be your friend, who would it be and why? So I think I would definitely have to pick Parthenax from Skyrim, because I think it would be so freaking cool to have a dragon as a friend. I could A, ride him, B, get like infinite wisdom from this guy. He's very wisdom filled. And yeah, no one would fuck with me, man. I'd have a dragon as a best friend. That'd be so sick. Yeah, I've also had a thing for dragons since like 1st or 2nd grade. I got this book called Dragonology. It's part of that whole franchise. Like, I think they have Wizardology, Egyptology, shit like that. And it's really cool. And it was like if dragons were real, it's like a dragon textbook, and it had all these different types, and like there's where they can find them. And me and my best friend, we like made up imaginary dragon best friends that would go to school with us. And they were all super like anatomically correct and all this stuff. And all right, Hank, just invite yourself up there, dude. But yeah, love dragons was the synopsis of that. Nice question. Why do you like gaming? I guess it's kind of a lot of things. For one, it's so much better than like watching Netflix all day, which I still do, but it's like I get to be in control of my own destiny, and it's like reading you know, there's so many different stories. And then also, I'm really competitive. And so it lets me get out my competitive nature in a healthy way without beating my dogs up. Just kidding. But yeah, I just love gaming. Always have. A lot of reasons. Each game has a different draw. You know, if you're playing an RPG, it's all about that storyline and customization for me. If it's like a FPS, I'm trying to work people over, man. I'm trying to win. I like this one. What's your favorite type of dog? Wow. I love dogs, if you can tell by this special friend back here. My favorite type of dog, I really, really, really like giant dogs, like Great Pyrenees, Mastiff, Great Dane. It's not really a specific favorite, but I love humongous dogs. I think partly because there's like a novelty to it. You know, I'm like 5'3.5", and so if I go walking down the street with like two fucking giant ass mastiffs, it's just, I think that'd be cool. Some silly ones. Do I have a million alarms in the morning or just one? I have a million. Actually, realistically, I have two, but I snooze them. I snooze them a bunch, and they're songs, so they're not as irritating as a beep. Because I don't know, whenever I get up to a beep alarm, it just makes me cranky for the whole rest of the day. So I feel like I gotta wake up the right way, and the right way is hitting snooze at least 6 times minimum on each alarm. That's pretty much all the questions I had. There was a few more about pineapples and toilet paper, but I think I'm gonna skip those. Sorry guys. I don't have very strong opinions. So yeah. But anyways, I really enjoyed doing this video. I hope you guys like it, even though it's probably gonna end up being edited really, really haphazardly. It is not gonna be that impressive, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best, and if I do another one, I will try to improve. Give me suggestions if you have any. And if you guys liked the Q&A video, leave me a comment or like the video or let me know on Instagram and maybe I'll do another one. Okay, well anyways, have a great day you guys. Hope you're gaming. Hope you're doing awesome things. Peace.